The present topic is transformations. Transformations in math. What is the transformation? For example, I have a paper here. What I do, I make a triangle by cutting its edges like this. So earlier it was a paper. Now this paper is transformed into a triangle. The paper changed into a triangle. The paper transformed into a triangle. Suppose I have a solid object like this. For example, I have an apple. If I crush it, or if I put the juicer, then what I get? I get a juice. That means the apple is transformed into juice. So transform means change. Change. Okay, in geometry, we have two kinds of transformations. We have two kinds of transformations. What are they? Number one, rigid motion. And number two, non-rigid motion. So in these two motions, an object transforms into another formation. Okay, now I explain what is the motion. What the motion means? If you apply a force on an object, it moves from one place to other place. For example, if you throw an apple, by applying a force, what happens? It moves from one place to other place, like that. It's a motion, this. Okay. Now the motions are two kinds. One is a rigid motion, other one is a non-rigid motion. Okay. What is meant by rigid motion? What is meant by a rigid motion? For example, look here. I have an apple. It is very solid one. If it is solid one, if I throw this apple from this apple, okay, instead of apple, I go for pencil, a scissor. I go for a scissor. For example, it is a solid scissor. What I do, I throw it slowly. If I throw it, what happens? By applying a force, it moves, it goes to another place. Now, after reaching the place, if you observe, there will be no change in the shape and the size of the object. That means on any object, if we apply a force, if there will be no change in the shape and size of the object, that kind of the motion is called a rigid motion. Okay, like this. Okay, instead of that, what I do, I take one paper. What I do, I scramble it like this. I scramble it. Then what I do, I throw it. Now after reaching the floor, what happens? Now the shape is not same as before I throw. That means here the shape of the objects, maybe size objects changing. That means these kind of motions are called non-rigid motions. Okay. Now these two together is called transformation. Why these are transformations? They transform. Okay. Now rigid motion in our present lesson, there are three kinds of rigid motions are there. Number one, reflection. Number 2, translation. And number 3, rotation. Now let us discuss all these rigid motions one after one.